We are delighted that you are here this afternoon. The boys have worked very hard, as I think all of you know, on their presentation of the Patriots of the Revolution.
It was a special day that day, July 4th, 1776. It was a day of courage and vision. 56 men had gathered again. They were educated men of wealth. It was very hot. The men were tired and cranky. It had been meeting and discussing and meeting over and over. Should they rebel against King George III? Should they declare the 13 colonies free and independent? They had much to lose if they became traitors to England and King George III. History tells us that those 56 men did sign the Declaration of Independence. But do you know what happened to those 56 men who led the 13 colonies in taking the step to freedom and independence? Allow me to introduce some of the patriots of the Revolution. First, let me introduce perhaps the most famous of the patriots.
My name is George Washington. I was born and lived in Virginia. When I was not at war or leading my country, I was the commander-in-chief of the American Army. During the Revolution, I had great faith in Americans and our liberty to win freedom. I knew my army would never be big, so I avoided dangerous battles. We only fought when we could win. Once the revolution was over, I became the first president, and I was considered first in war, first in peace, and first in the hearts of my countrymen. I am known as the father of my country.
Second, there was not a declaration to sign without this man.
My name is Thomas Jefferson, and I too was born and lived in Virginia. I built my home, Monticello, in West Virginia on a mountainside. I was part of the discussions about freedom, and I voted on the draft of the Declaration for 17 days till it was finished just right. It included our belief that all men are created equal and that all men are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I became the third president, and I'm known as the pen of the revolution.
Third, this gentleman, although not a signer of the Declaration, played a big part in inspiring Americans to take action.
My name is Patrick Cooney, and I too was a Virginian. I was married and the father of 17 children and 77 grandchildren. I did not sign the Declaration, but I was a leader in the Revolution and the governor of Virginia 5 times. I spoke often about how deeply we felt about the freedom for the colonies from the tyrannies of King George. I only remember one of my speech at St. John's Episcopal Church, which ended with my true pledge. I for one know not what others will do, but ask me, give me liberty or give me death. I was known as the voice of the revolution.
Finally, let us not forget this gentleman, feisty, passionate, and constantly arguing to seek freedom.
My name is John Adams, and I was often the odd man out. I was born in Massachusetts and attended all the conferences, and often had to bring the gentlemen to their services. We must have freedom from King George. I also served as ambassador to France when Benjamin Franklin to get money for the revolution. And after the revolution, I served my country as the second president and was father to John Quincy Adams, the sixth president. I suppose I was known as the Nag of the Revolution. I died on the 4th of July, 1826, the same day as my old compatriot, Thomas Jefferson.
We are grateful to these leaders of the Revolution, but we are also grateful to the other men who gave so much to sign the Declaration of Independence. Of the 56 men, few were not long to survive. 5 were captured by the British and tortured before they died. 12 had their homes from Rhode Island to Charleston sacked, looted, occupied by the enemy, or burned. 2 lost their sons in the army. One had 2 sons captured. 9 of the 56 men died in the war from hardships or more merciful blood. It is important that we remember about the signers. These patriots were not poor men or wild-eyed pirates. They were rich men. Most of them enjoyed much else ease and luxury, their personal living. But they learned that liberty was more important than security. To support the Declaration Day, mutually pledge to our country and each other, our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honors. And freedom was born.